As a homemaker, have you ever felt burnt out, or you feel like you've done everything that was expected of you, and you know that the house is, you know, functionally it is doing really well, and everything else in your home is so perfect, but still somewhere within you're not feeling so connected with your own home, or you're not feeling connected with your own self, or spiritually you're feeling a little disconnected all the time, or for that matter you're feeling emotionally very dry within. This is one aspect, and the other aspect can be at times you as a homemaker you may be feeling like I'm so lethargic, I'm so idealistic, and I'm so spiritual, but then that doesn't get my work done. The thought process doesn't really go and do my chores for me on a daily basis. So what do I do? You know, you can find yourself struggling and juggling in between these two extremities of taking up things in life or being a good homemaker. So if you are feeling something like that, have you ever questioned yourself, why am I feeling this way? Either that extreme or this extreme. Why am I not feeling the balance within? Have you ever questioned all these things to yourself? Because when you question, you will realize that there is something beyond what we can see or experience as a human being that is working in the background that determines such feelings in us. And today, in this episode, which is a part of my series called Coming Home to Yourself, I will be dealing with this particular thing, and that is, let's understand, talk, and analyze what energies mean and how do they affect us as homemakers, how do they affect us in our lives, in our way of thinking. So, as the title suggests, it's about honoring our feminine energy. Now, you know, very recently I understood, at this age, I understood the concept of energies, to be frank with you. And when I used to come across these terms called feminine energy, masculine energy, I used to just attach it with the gender aspect of it. So, according to me, I thought feminine energy is the energy that the ladies carry with them, and the masculine energy obviously is the energy carried by the men around. But I never understood like how exactly these energies work, and only that craving for the knowledge, for the spiritual knowledge, made me understand this concept properly. And now I know that these two energies are not just confined to the genders, they are in both men and women. That is, as a lady I carry both the energies at the same time, the feminine and the masculine, and the man on the other hand will carry both the energies at the same time. Now, when you feel a kind of imbalance in your thought process, or kind of your emotions, as I said in the beginning, as a homemaker, if you're feeling any of these extremities, it is only because there is no balance in the energies that you carry, primarily that of the feminine and the masculine energy that you have within you. Always remember, a homemaker is made up of both the energies, so that is why we are both the dreamers and the doers. And on the other hand, we are like, you know, the person who really sets the routine for everyone. At the same time, we are the ones who can feel things. So whenever you have this contradiction in your thought process, that I'm not able to feel, I'm not able to connect with whatever I'm doing, I'm just doing it for the sake of it. If you come to that phase of your life, realize that it's time to honor your feminine energy. Because when you constantly work on your masculine energy and you're just giving this particular energy the entire, space in your life, if that is a hero of your life, then believe me, your feminine energy will take a backseat, and that is when you start getting the feeling of burnt out, or for that matter, as I just said, you know, you feel emotionally disconnected, spiritually you're feeling very very scarce from within. So you need to realize that these energies do work in each one's life, and a life of a homemaker is no exception. So the moment you realize that you need to work on energies, that is when you will be able to strike the balance. And yes, there is no looking back, and nobody can stop you from being a peaceful homemaker. Let us first understand each energy one by one. Let me start with the masculine energy, because that's the energy with which we can actually relate very quickly. And I'll tell you why. Because masculine energy in a homemaker is that which will govern things like, setting the routine for everyone at home, or creating a schedule for yourself, or for that matter, doing a meal planning, or having a weekly budget, whatever, where you find there is a lot of logical thinking, there's a lot of practicality into it. Understand that's your masculine energy that's at work. So you need to just realize that this masculine energy is very much necessary for a homemaker to function properly. It's not like you can leave alone the masculine energy and then you feel, ah, yes, I'm a peaceful homemaker. It doesn't happen that way. Masculine energy is very much necessary in terms of its existence in your thought process and in the way you take all the task in your hand. But the problem arrives when you concentrate more on this masculine energy. It is only then when you start feeling the feeling of burnt out, or as I said, feeling disconnected with everything. So always make sure that if you consider this as a container, as a roadmap for your tasks to be done during the day, then do realize that this container needs to be filled with a lot of feminine energy as well. Now let's talk about the feminine energy in a homemaker. Feminine energy are those aspects where you give more importance to intuition, creativity, or for that matter, a lot of empathy is poured into your way of looking at things, the way you take up tasks at hand. So all such aspects can be termed as the feminine energy that's working within you. You cannot say that I will just give a more energy towards this particular aspect, and then the rest of things will be taken care of. No, again, the the aspect of balancing both the energies will come into play. So you need to understand what's the kind of masculine energy and the feminine energy that you're working with from within, and then you need to decide how you need to balance. Now let us understand, how do I honor the feminine energy within me as a homemaker? It's very simple. Just ask yourself, what are you feeling right now as a homemaker? So if you are feeling like, although I'm doing everything properly on time, and I consider myself to be a productive homemaker, but then I'm not able to have that kind of spiritual connection with my own thought process, or if I'm not having that kind of soulful connection with whatever I'm doing at home, if I'm just taking care of my to-do list and I am just doing everything so monotonously, it is only then that you need to start honoring your feminine energy. And when I say feminine energy, doesn't mean being girly or being very feminine in terms of your attitude. No, that doesn't count, and that doesn't really matter. Feminine energy is something beyond what we see on the exterior level. When it comes to the aspect of gender, feminine energy is more about, you start putting your creativity into it, you start being more intuitive, you start giving more importance to qualities like empathy, qualities like compassion. Go softer on yourself, and if need be, there are times when you have to slow down. There are times when you have to just say that, okay, fine, I need to understand that there is a feeling of burnout in me, there is a feeling of disconnection in me. At that time, you need to take a pause. And when you take a pause, the feminine energy will speak to you on its own. It's very natural, it's very obvious. It The feminine energy, in my opinion, just needs that pause in you. It's just waiting for the pause in you, and the moment you grant that pause within you, feminine energy will just flow. It will just flow abundantly, and it is at that time that you need to strike the balance. That is, although you're taking care of your to-do list, your routine, your meal planning, whatever is your task, at the same time you need to give space to that feminine energy, and at times you have to give yourself, you have to grant that permission of slowing down, understanding things. Now, let me elaborate it with a few examples. Folding of the laundry, we just do it so mechanically, right? At times. But the feminine energy in you, if you have to honor it, you have to sit there while folding the laundry. You have to just give it that importance, give it that sacredness by saying that I'm not merely folding the laundry. It is not just a chore for me. I am folding the garments and I'm blessing my people. I am giving them the energy that they carry on their day with utmost success. Let them experience goodness around them. If you're putting that kind of energy in just a small task of folding the laundry, can you understand the kind of connection you're building with yourself and the home and the members as well? So this is the kind of attitude you need to hold in order to honor your feminine energy. And it can be many examples. I can go on and on and on. It's also the lighting of the candles. We just light the candles for the sake of scent. But no, if I light the candle and I say that I'm making this particular space in my house very peaceful, very sacred for myself and for my family members, imagine what you're doing. You are again inviting the feminine energy within you to create that kind of connection with the home. uh, it can be early morning. You just be you just be there. You give your presence in the home. It's not like you just wake up and you start doing the to-do list. No, not necessary. You can slow down, right? So you can start your mornings very slowly by waking up early, of course. Now, if you wake up along with the other family members and then you say, I want to start a slow morning, I'm sorry, that would be a total recipe for disaster. I would not profess that. All I'm saying is try and wake up early. And when you wake up early, start your mornings very slow and very intentionally and very mindfully. So that will give a way for the flow of this feminine energy into your day. So while you're taking care of everything, like the routine, the schedule, everything, there has to be the softer side of you as well, and that will create a peaceful atmosphere around you, and that peaceful element that was missing in you as a homemaker. So, yes, we need to give importance to all these things as a homemaker, and we need to, extend our knowledge in a way that it will always benefit us in order to serve our people. And while we are doing this kind of task with the mindfulness or with the sense of service, we should also take care of our inner self, and we should honor the energy in a way that we are able to complete all the tasks, but we are doing it with a touch of softness, with a touch of feminine energy into it. If this episode talked to you in a certain way and it has solved a few questions within your mind, then please do consider to share this video, this content with a friend of yours who's really in need of it. Maybe it will change her perception too. So, all I wanted to convey through this content was, let us have the knowledge of balancing the energies within us. We just do many things during the day without any knowledge about what actually is happening with us, or how exactly are we executing our tasks. So, if we have this knowledge in the background, believe me, the way we render our services, the way we execute our tasks will be another level. And when we do that, the satisfaction or the connection that we will be able to establish with our own self and with our surroundings will be also another level. So just give importance to all such things. And yeah, the intention of the series is just this. Let's not treat homemaking as just another chore, or let's not treat homemaking as something, oh, I have taken it up, let me do. No, let's not do that. Let's do it with the knowledge, with mindfulness, and with an intentional way of approaching towards our task. That is the intention of the series. I hope you're liking the series so far, all the episodes that have been published so far. Please, give your feedback in the comments below. I would be more than happy to read all the comments. And yes, do not forget to share your rituals, all the sacred activities or the sacred things that you have added into your tasks during the day. I would be more than happy to learn, and maybe I will be able to understand what more can I add to my routine, to my schedule as a homemaker. That's all about it in today's video. Happy homemaking. Please remember, breathe, take a pause, relax whenever it is necessary, and be an efficient homemaker. But also remember to add that touch of feminine energy into your tasks. Thanks for watching the video. Take care of yourselves.